We got a little bit more snow. It's day 4 of Snowmageddon. Look at this thing. It is coming off the roof pretty soon. So yeah, day 4. Day 3 looked like day 2, so I thought, well, I won't bother taking any video of that. But day 4, oh man, we got more snow. We didn't get the most of it though. Supposedly a little bit farther east of us got like 8 inches or something. We got maybe 3-4 inches, so half of that. That guy is looking for a carrot. Let's go give him one. I've got carrots with me. I gotta follow my pathways that I have to dig up again. Go over this way. Hey buddy, how's it going? Well, it's going all right. Excellent. There you go. Bite. Oh, that's a big one. Crunchy. Okay. Oh, better do the top 3 because they're all looking. But we've got a lot of things to do today. I've got to reshovel and re-plow, and we're also going to take care of all the waters today because it's been a few days, so the ice sort of builds up enough where you're kind of going, there's more ice than water, so we want to get rid of all the ice, refill with water, and just let the process begin again. It's all good. Annie's keen. She says, I heard that guy crunching. I would like to crunch as well. Can I please crunch? And you're looking a little frosty on the nose, playing in the snow again. There you go. Nice crunching. Moving on. Lena's already licking her lips. She can't wait. Bite. Just bite it. There you go. Hey Annie. Hot wire obviously doesn't work anymore. Oh well. But yeah, they still have water, but there's just too much ice. So we're going to take care of that today. We're able to take care of them because we have these no frosts, but this one's been sometimes a little sketchy, so I'm hoping it's okay. But if not, there's another up there, and then there's another over there, and we have lots of water available. I made sure of that when I built the place. Put in all the water faucets. I had no frosts myself, actually. And I have fixed 2 of them, I think. 2 or 3. 1, 2, maybe 3. So they're not a no maintenance thing, they're just a low maintenance thing. All right, well, let's get out there, feed everybody, and get on with the rest of the tasks. Okay, with everybody fed, it's time to do the waters. And if you're not familiar with this job, it's super fun. You get to break ice, and 2 tools for the job. I've got a hatchet, but the primary worker is my sledgehammer, because you just do that and essentially it all just breaks. But this is for if you need to break things up a little bit more carefully. Mostly it's just sledgehammer time. Just take out all the ice. These gloves are waterproof. You can see the ice is pretty thick, so it's just that time. And there we go. Still water in there, amazingly enough. I'm gonna leave all the snow around the edges, leave the bucket otherwise, but just that top layer can come out. We'll refill this. Yeah, it's all frozen on the inside. Yeah. All of the water lines are a couple of feet underground. You have to kind of be below frost line, this part of the world, and then this just comes up like this, like that. If it doesn't move, it's frozen. You got a problem. And we just fill it back up. Water maintenance is pretty important for horses. We gotta make sure we have them filled up as best as we can, and clean water, and at least as I said in the last video about this, sort of that hole that is always available for them to put their mouth in and drink the water, because they just sort of slurp it up, unlike a dog or a cat or other animals that will lick. They just kind of get, once they can get their lips in, they just slurp it up like a straw. So, okay, well, we'll wait for this to finish up. It's about halfway done now, and then we're going to head on down to all the rest of the horses. In total, there are 7 buckets here to fill. Each one takes 5 minutes, so it's a process. Plus, I also have to drain out the hoses so that they don't freeze. That's farm life. That's taking care of livestock, animals outside. I mean, livestock could be all kinds of stuff, right? In our case, horses, no goats, no cows, no sheep, that kind of stuff, no chickens. Well, it's good timing. Lena's getting a little low on water, and he's happy. It's like, but fill it up. Well, the one thing about having horses is you're never short on things to do, and you're never really short on exercise. Like, holy smokes. Summertime's usually nicer, but wintertime, man. This guy waiting. What are you doing, Rooney? He's got something in his teeth. He's trying to work it out. But it won't last. I mean, we do have pretty cold nighttime temperatures of around -5, -6, -7 kind of idea. So doing this is just because I want to fill the buckets up as much as I can. They're still going to freeze right back over and continue the process, but let's get the last 2 buckets done and then we can start filling. This whole time Luke's standing here watching over me. It's like, what are you doing? There you go, buddy. Whew. I don't have anything. You drink of water. Just wanted my camera. There you go, you guys. I was just gonna eat snow and ice. Hi, buddy. How you doing? You have 1 snowflake on your nose. It is so cool. I feel like I want to take a picture of it. I have to take my gloves off. That's a pain. So, last bucket with a full audience. This is why Luke and I are best friends. Just best friends. Okay, that's pretty good. Well, thanks for keeping me company, pal. You're a good horse. Okay, we're done. All of the buckets are cleared out, ready to be filled back up and freeze again. It still eats snow. Well, I wish that was the hardest part, but I gotta be honest, filling them is a pain in the snow because we've got to deal with the hoses that have to make it down here. It's sort of the, I mean, when you have a small next to a barn area or stalls and stuff like that, it makes it pretty easy for the humans to take care of the horses because they're in a barn, they're in stalls. Just have automatic waters, the barn's heated, stuff like that. But when you want to have a situation like this where the majority of the time the horses get to be out and about, sort of more space, fresh air and all that business, and this is what you got to do. You can't get pipes all the way down there, there's too many tree roots, and so hoses it is. I remember one year we had really cold temperatures, something like minus 15 or more. Just one year, very unusual, and couldn't get the hoses to defrost. Had to take buckets of water down to the back. It was pretty crazy, but this year's not so bad. So let's get these buckets filled up, and then it's a job well done. Okay, so this is what I mean by it's kind of a pain because the hoses that I need are underneath the snow because we have to lay them out to drain them because they're really long. Here we go. Found the ends. And because we have to go all the way to the back horses, there's 3 hoses that are required because it's such a long distance. So I'm going to drag these guys back and then I'm going to unbury one more hose, hook it up, hook up these 2. So I've got to unbury more hose. Holy moly. Yep. Here we go. Okay. Frozen solid. Not frozen solid, so that's good. Alright, so the black hose is in the farthest bucket. Just have to clean these out enough to put them together. And then all we're going to do is connect it up to the water source, which I think we need just one more hose because these 2 don't make it. So we've got to find the green hose. Yeah, so that one's there. And we need to get to this faucet here. Green hose. Let's see what end we got. This is the end that we connect up. Okay, a little bit more to go. We're filling buckets. So it's quite the process. All right. And there we go. Yeah, these things always leak just a little bit. It's a big concern actually for wintertime because it could freeze, which is why I'm doing this in the morning so that when the ambient temperature gets a little above 0, so hopefully during the day it'll sort of dry out and not freeze. But if it was super wintertime, I'd probably put a hot wire on it, like a heating coil. You can buy those. I bought one because the last one I used broke. Anyways, we got to go to the back and make sure that the hose is sitting in the bucket because sometimes it'll pop out and fill waters. I don't know, he's worried. So what are you doing down here again? Oh, just filling buckets. I hope this water's coming out, or we're in trouble. Yep. Okay, so now it's just a matter of waiting. Each bucket will probably take 3-4 minutes because they're not completely empty. So now I just have to pass the time doing something, maybe pet a horse or two. Oh, wowie. So white. The contrast is just stunning. Beautiful. So not too hard done by, just a bit of patience. Okay, that one's full. This one's full. We're gonna head over to the brown horses. I just have to waste water along the way. And I don't want to kink the hose. Some people do that. They'll stop it, but it's just not worth it. The longevity of the hose is a little more important. Now we've got another 10 minutes for these two to fill. These guys are back eating together. They could eat apart if they want to. There's another hay bag over there, but they just eat together. It's good friends, just like these guys. Eat together. Actually, I put the hay bag in there because they prefer to eat at this one. And in the winter time, I sort of give them an easier time. I'm not sure why, but I like that one better than that one. So, okay, 10 more minutes and then up to the top we go. Okay, one more bucket full there. That one is almost full. So what we're gonna do is what I usually do, which is head up to the top and we're going to shut off the water because by the time I get up there, that will be full. And then we can start dragging up hoses and then fill the last two buckets with the green hose. And then while they're filling, then I empty out the yellow and the black hose so that they don't freeze and become unusable. This willow tree is still managing okay. Kind of a relief. I really don't want it to fall down. I really like it. Hi, Lena. She's like, hurry up and get to my water. I am as fast as I can go. Okay, so we're going to turn this off, disconnect the green hose, put it in these two buckets. And then we're done. Waters. Hello, Annie. See, that's what happens. Always got to make sure you set it. And then we've got 3 minutes, maybe 4, to empty out the other hoses. Which is done by dragging them to the top. And then all that happens is gravity just takes the water out. Actually, a little scientific fact about this process is that it's the atmosphere that takes the water out originally because it's like a vacuum. As long as there are no air bubbles inside of the hose in the middle, then siphon, the act of siphoning will empty out the hose. But we do have a massive slope, so if anything is left over after that, gravity takes care of the rest. But until that point, it's siphoning. Just a little science for everybody. So let's see if there's any water. There's no water. So that one's empty. And then we just have to drag the black one up. It already feels like it's emptied out. But yeah, fun fact, you couldn't empty the hose like that on the moon. No atmosphere. It's also freezing cold, so it would already be frozen. Okay, so those are those laid out to make sure that they empty out. Look at that. That was fast. Good use of time, right? Lena's over there. And he went back to eating too. Everybody's just chill. Okay, Lena's water is done. Annie's is just about full. We're going to shut the water off and call this job finished. Finally. Just got to disconnect. And, oh, fun fact as well. If I were to disconnect this and then leave it, we have done that in the summertime. Here, watch this. I'm just gonna put this down here and watch that. Where's that water coming from? You might have guessed, straight from Annie's water bucket. So if I left that in the water bucket, then it would drain out her water bucket, because as the aforementioned science says, it would be the atmosphere that just drains the hose out, which would suck. But we've done it before. Come out, filled up the bucket, come out, left one hose in there, and the whole bucket was empty. Like, I just filled this thing. What is going on? And then it occurred to me, oh, it's siphoned out. So, well, it's pretty good. All the hoses should be drained out, not freezing. Okay, it's finally time for a break. To be honest, I haven't even had breakfast yet, so I think I'm going to do that, even though it's 11 o'clock, so it's brunch for me. And then we got to sort out some hay stuff, because the hay guys are coming next week, which is another thing I got to make sure this is cleared up. There are so many jobs to do around here, but I've got to sort out this hay room, because right now it's a big, huge mess, and there's a few hay bales left up top that I have to bring down. And that will clear out the whole hay loft, which will allow them to fill it back up, because we're going to need some hay pretty soon. So, bit of food for me, and then back to work. Well, it's the next day, because I got sidetracked and couldn't get everything that I wanted to get done yesterday. But at least this is done. So we got the hay guys that'll be able to make it into here. I just have to empty out the last bit of hay here in the hayloft. And yeah, it's early morning. Go feed the horses. Just another day in paradise. So it didn't snow anymore, but it is really cold. I think I got about -10 this morning, like early morning. Last night kind of idea. And so everything's pretty chilly, but it's dry. Like, it's a really dry cold. So it doesn't actually feel that cold, but it is. So anyways, Lena's waiting for us. Let's just get on with this hay moving business. And there's not much left up here. So yeah, next week, new hay supplies coming. Supposedly it's about the same stuff, which is really good. This stuff is quite green and very healthy for the horses. We get Timothy. Somebody asked me, what do you get? We get Timothy. So we're going to chuck it down there and then stack them and get on with the day. These aren't falling correctly. Generally what's supposed to happen is that when they fall, they go down that side over there, but one of them stopped part way, and well, anyways, 2 left. Okay, that's everything. Let's close this up and get back outside. And before I could even end the video, our hay guy showed up and the hayloft is chock-a-block full. So horses are good until spring. This is about 8 tons. And it's really good hay too. I mean, you can just see how green it is and a lot of brown in it kind of idea. Good quality stuff. Well, funny story for all of you who've been watching the other videos of me working on the gator and stuff like that. To be honest, mornings like this, I actually prefer the quiet of just the cart. And since I cleaned this pathway down the middle of the arena, it's actually not that difficult. You get to hear all the birds just calling out and enjoying the quiet of the snow. Like, if I just stop, there's so little. It's just the birds. It's very peaceful in the morning. That gator's a pain. The front left wheel is now running low of the tire. So this another job. Anyways, fed the top 3. And so now it's time to do the bottom 4. You know what amazes me? Look at this snow on this fence here. All of it has fallen off. It's just slowly making its way down the other edge of the board. It's crazy. Good morning, you two. How's it going? This water is frozen solid, but this one looks like it's been drank from. You can see there's a layer up top, and they're smashing through for right there. So they're drinking water. It's good. I'll check on the other 2 in a second once I feed these guys. Well, everybody's fed, so we're just coming to check water. As you can see, this one they haven't drank from at all, and still proper frozen. This one they have, but we have to help them a little bit. And I'm going to open up a hole on this one as well. Look at that, eh? Fresh water from yesterday. Horses can break this on their own, but we just do it so they don't have to. So that's all dealt with. And I already did the other ones. It's kind of the same situation. And Gracie's having a solid drink. It's nice to see. Gotta help them out. It's really, really cold. So, you know, these are our options. Take care of our animals as best as possible. And that kind of summarizes our winter water woes, I guess we could call them. It's normal. It's been going on for years and years and years and years for everybody around the planet. And what's nice for the horses is that they always have food and they always have water. You don't have to go searching for it. Never struggle. Just minor. And it'll pass. It'll be summer again and it'll be hot and you're dealing with some new issue of that. You know, life. So I'm going to leave this video at this though, because I think it's become quite long for the message that I wanted to get across, which is really about sort of caring for the horses here in the winter. You guys have seen it all. So that's it. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm going to get on with just normal chores, normal things. Maybe a fresh hot coffee to go with this gorgeous day. Snow coming out of the trees. Blue sky. It's beautiful. So that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one.